Hello everybody, and hope you're doing well. I wanted to use this short video lecture just to cover some ideas about the Works Cited page. You're going to be putting this together for your research paper. It's something you generally have to do for any research paper. We're going to be using MLA guidelines as opposed to APA guidelines. For humanities classes, generally they use MLA standards, so that's what we're going to practice here. And this is a place really for you to list your sources that you brought to the paper, those outside articles and magazines and journals. You're going to list that information, but it's not just for you to list the information, it's also for the reader to look through and see if they want to investigate these sources further. Sometimes with great research papers, I like to go and look at the actual articles people are quoting because they seem pretty interesting. And even if I had questions about the sources, what type they were, or where they came from, when they might have been published, I could look at that Works Cited page and get that information. There's some information about this in our Models for Writers textbook, so you can find more detailed information there, but I just wanted to share some ideas about it and then an example of one. So first of all, for the Works Cited page, this is going to begin on a new page. Even if you end your final paragraph at the top of a page, you want to start the Works Cited page as a separate page. You want to title it as, I know this is exciting, Works Cited. I've also seen bibliography, that's fine. Either of those will work. It's going to be double spaced. You alphabetize this by the author's last name. If you don't have an author's last name, then you're going to go with the source, or the article title. If it's something from the internet or something that does not have an author or a group of authors, then you're going to use the title of it. You indent the second line of the information. So as opposed to when you're writing paragraphs, you write and then it goes back to where you started and the line keeps continuing along those margins. For this, you're going to indent that second line 5 spaces. You italicize titles from books and journals and magazines and newspapers. That's the easiest way to do it. You use quotation marks for newspaper or magazine articles. For their titles, you don't need to italicize them. If it's from a book, you italicize. If it's from a newspaper or a magazine, you for the article titles, you use quotes. And then you do want to provide what medium you found this in, whether it was a print, whether it was a book. My guess is most of these are going to be coming from the web or from an interview. You do want to list that information as well. Now here's an example. Let's say we were writing a fascinating essay about tennis and why tennis should be a part of high school education. Let's go with that. And we used an article called What is the Federal Cup? It was published in World Tennis in the August 2002 issue, and it covers pages 32 through 34. So if that's the source information, what's going to appear in our Works Cited page is this. We don't have an author, right? We just have an article from a journal or a magazine. So we start with the actual article title, which was What is the Federal Cup? We put that in quotes. We put the source title, the magazine it was from. It's from World Tennis. We put that in italics. And then we have the date. And then finally we have what type of source it was. Here's one more example. An article without an author from a 2004 issue of Time. The article appears on pages 16 and 19, and it's entitled To Planes with the Boys in the Bus. We're going to put that information into a quote here, or a Works Cited section with the article first, right? To Planes with Boys on the Bus, because we don't have an author. We're going to put that in quotations, because that's the title. We're going to put next the information about the source, and that's going to be in italics because that's a magazine title. We're going to put the information about the date, and then finally we would end with the word print because this is a print. This was from a print source. Now these are what they end up looking like. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. And this is from our textbook. You can see we have the title here, Works Cited. We have it in alphabetical order. The second line of each of these citations is indented 5 spaces. And we're going with that same format where we start with the author. If we don't have the author, we'll go with the title of it. You know, for this source, Cone Communications, that was just a group of authors. And so here we have on the third one an actual article title without an author. So we use it from the article title itself rather than the author's last name. You can see most of these do have authors' last names. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. David Bijou, Doug Gerthy, Anil Karnani, Gene Meister, and Andrew Savitz. Yeah, 5 of them. And then following that, we have the article titles, we have the source information, the date, and then the type of source that it was. Again, this is going to be a new page in your paper, and it needs to be formatted in a particular way. If you got sources from ProQuest or EBSCOhost, you can actually go back to those sources and click on MLA Citations. It will print this whole thing up for you. You can copy and paste it into the Works Cited page. That's the easiest way to do it. If you don't have that information, then you have to plug in the information yourself. If you have any questions or concerns about this, please feel free to reach out. You don't necessarily have to put this with your rough draft, but I think it might be a good idea to get it done. Something you don't have to worry about next week. All right. I think that's it. I hope you do well and stay safe. Take care.